The following program contains no firearms, no scenes of hunting, no violence, and no cruelty to animals. We do not promote hunting. All guns shown in this program are compressed by spring, gas piston, or PCP. Do not require a firearm license. The program is aimed to be informative, entertaining, and sportive. So hi all, welcome back into the video. Like this video is about the NX200 accuracy testing part. I had done the unboxing of this rifle long back, maybe like before a couple of months, but I just left that rifle away, and everyone was asking for that review video of this rifle. So the reason I did not do the review upfront is like I went into the PCPs. I was so keen on knowing more about PCPs, long ranges and so on. So I just left this rifle away and kept it unused, and I don't know for what reasons, like, but the piston seal of this rifle got damaged. I mean, like, it was dried up a lot. Now the piston seal is changed, the rifle is all new. Have fixed a scope on the top, sighted in, tested out all pellets and found some pellets to be the best, and I have thought of making a review video. Let's get into it. So let's take a look at the rifle right now. Like the rifle is a nitro piston air rifle. So nitro piston is something, is a gas ram working inside the rifle, like a gas ram filled with some specific pressure, like a hydraulic piston kind of a thing, like filled with specific pressure, which works like a spring, but it is completely different from a spring piston air rifle. The benefits of gas ram air rifles are like, what I felt is like, has a less recoil than spring piston air rifle, and has less noise than spring piston air rifle, and also you can cock the rifle and leave it for a couple of hours maybe. Like, I don't suggest that, but you can cock the rifle and keep it, like no spring is there, so there is no point of breaking something or losing energy, those kind of problems. So taking a look at the rifle, like I really like the look of the rifle. I have got the black color stock, I mean like black color synthetic stock. This rifle comes with only synthetic stock, has a wooden pattern and a camo pattern one. Like I went for the black, all black look, and this rifle has a very slim profile. As you can see, like it's very slim, like I can hold it very well. Man was really comfortable in the hand, like the pistol grip is very small and very easy to hold, like it's a piece of cake in the hand. Like I really love it, but the stock is a hollow one, like you can hear the hollow sound a little bit. I hope you can hear the sound. I feel like if you can fill it with something, if it is filled with something, it will be much better, even if it is adding a couple of more grams of weight onto it. So the rifle comes with the open sights, like fiber optic front sight and a metal rear sight, which is adjustable for windage and elevation. Works really well. It's really good with the open sights, I would say. And coming to the back, like we have a 11 dovetail on the rifle, has a stopper pin in that, which is very useful for mounting scopes actually. Like I have a single piece mount on it and a UTG 3212x44 scope on the top actually. So it's always suggested to use a single piece mount on a brake barrel rifle. Like they do have, even it is a gas ram, like they do have some recoil. So using a single piece mount will help the scope to survive more time. And below that we have the trigger of this rifle, has a very good clean trigger guard, like has a safety which is automatic. Like this rifle, once it is cocked, the safety goes on automatic, and we have to push it forward to disengage the safety, and has a two-stage trigger, kind of a two-stage trigger, like has a decent first stage and a second stage. But I feel the trigger is a little bit creepy, like it's not so crisp, like it creeps around the second stage and then breaks. Honestly to say, like at first I did not get a very good grouping with this rifle, but once I got used to this trigger, I was able to get some really good groups, like very accurate groups. The only thing is, like, you have to get used with this trigger, and then you can shoot some really good groups, I would say. It suits a lot of varieties of pellets. Like I tried with many varieties of pellets, as I usually do. Like I buy a rifle, like I try with a lot of varieties of pellets and select the most accurate ones, like 2 or 3 out of them. So today's video, like I'm going to use the JSB 8.4 grains, which is the most accurate one on this rifle. But this rifle do support other pellets. I'll give you a list of these pellets, like what were accurate in this rifle, like the JSP Smash Diablos 8.2 grain flatheads, JSP 7.7 grains Express. I mean, like those are very accurate, but the thing is, like my conditions, like it's a little bit windy over here, so I can't use a lightweight pellet. If you are having a place where there is no wind and you are shooting up to only 50 yards of max, like you can use that 7.8 grains or 7.3 grains JSB Express Diablos. Those are really accurate in this rifle, but I'm sticking with the 8.4. And JSP 10.34s are accurate. You can try with the spot-ons, they were accurate too, like spot-on 10.34s. They work really well in this rifle, and some more varieties like the Crossman, Bisley, everything works decently in this rifle. So I would say like I'm so happy about the thing, because like you can't always stick to one variety of pellet, you have to have a choice of pellets. So this do accept a variety of pellets for sure. So considering the weight of this rifle weighs somewhere around 3.5 kgs, and that's a decent weight, I would say, for a Springer. Like that's a very decent weight, and with the scope on the top it's somewhere around 4 kgs or 4.2 kgs approximately, which is manageable up to some point. So often shots, it's better to go with the open sights, because like a 4.2 kg is a bit heavier side. Like, so for the accuracy testing, like I came out today to try 30 and 50 yards, but the thing is, like as you can see from the grasses behind me, like it's a bit windy today, like a bit more windy than I expected it to be. So what I'm going to do is, like I'm going to take 30-yard shots. I have directly aligned myself towards the path of the wind, so there will be a little bit of like the wind is towards the right a little bit, maybe, like let's see how it goes. But 30-yard shots, I'm going to take couple of groups with 30 yards, group 1 and group 2. Like I'll take 2 groups with 30 yards, and then I'll try to take it 50 yards, but I can't consider the shots at 50 with a lightweight pellet like 8.4. So we'll give it a try at 50 if possible. I'll give it a try, and while zeroing the rifle I can find whether it is worth it. If not possible, like I'll do the long ranges on the other day. So we'll take a look at the 30-yard groups right now, and we'll decide on to that. At least I'll try to do some target shooting at 50 yards or behind that, and this rifle is very good and capable up to 50 yards, maybe behind that too. Like I didn't try a lot of long range shots with this rifle, so up to 50 I have tried, and it's very consistent. So let's go in for the accuracy testing part. So we are about to shoot a group at 30 yards. I have set up the target exactly at 30 yards. I have arranged the targets at 30 yards exactly. So as you can see, the wind is pushing towards the right, from my left to the right, and towards this cross direction. Like usually, like I think 8.4 grain should be moved a little bit at 30 yards too. So what I'm going to do is, like I'm going to aim exactly at the center. Let's see how much the wind is going to push towards the right at 30 yards. I think probably there should be a decent amount of push towards the right, I hope. Let's take the shots and find it out. I'm going to take 5 shot groups right now, and then I'll switch the target and then take another 5 shot groups at the same 30 yards with the same pellets, because we can't determine with a single group, because like it's windy over here. So we'll take at least 2 or 3 groups and then decide the accuracy of yours, right? So let's take the scope cap off for now. Set it at exactly 30. So I set up everything. Let's take the shots and see how it goes. And one more important tip, like it's always suggested to have your hand beneath your rifle, like even if you're shooting off a shooting bag. Like I usually do it and find some good results out of it. Okay, I think about a inch push to the right, I hope. As a bit of wind, it pushes it so hard. Right, a decent group, I would say, guys. Let's take the target up close and see. I'm going to switch it with another target and take another group at the same 30 yards. Let's go. Unfortunately, I think my camera slipped off from the tripod, so I'm not sure. Like I recorded all the shots with that camera. I had to review the footage to find out whether I have recorded all the shots on the frame. But still, like I would take it like 5 shots almost there, 4 shots very close to each other. So we'll get ready for the second group and see how it goes. Hopefully I'll record it clearly for. So I have set up the second target on the same place, like I have everything ready, like I have fixed the camera properly this time. Hopefully I'll record everything clearly. So let's take the second group, and always hold your brake barrel rifles, like hold the barrel down while putting in the pellet. Still you close it back, and always disengage the safety when you are aimed at your intended target. When it is safe over there, it's completely safe, there is nothing behind that. I have a good backstop also. So let's go for the second group. I have shot 5 shots, like kind of a windy condition, like which pushes the pellet almost half a dot or 3 by 4th of a dot towards the right, but still I have got all the shots very close to each other. Let's take the target near and check it. So we are done with the accuracy testing of this rifle. The first group is like seems to be the best among all. Is the first group, like I shot about 5 shots, 4 of them into the same place and the 5th one just moving a little bit away. I don't have the vernier with me, but I'll just post the exact size of this group over here somewhere. Like the first group, very good and nice. The wind was decently there, and then there was a consistent wind. When there was a consistent wind, the wind was heavy, but it was consistent, no gust up and down. So at consistent wind, the pellet was pushed towards the right. Okay, I expected it to be pushed towards the right, but now I could see all the shots landing in the same place when there is consistent wind. So the shots were accurate and consistent, but the wind pushed it towards the right. And I have tried it at 50. I have tried it early at 50 and it was pretty good at 52. So what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to put up a resettable target at 50 yards, say like 50 yards, directly in the path of the wind. So there will be very slight push of wind, I hope so. So I'll put the targets exactly at 50 yards from here and try to take like 4 or 5 shots through this. The resettable target which I am having is a prototype target which came in for testing purpose. So it's kind of a heavier one. So I don't know, like, this rare rifle, the 15 foot-pound one, will reset the targets at 50 yards. I mean, it will have the knockdown power to push the reset to bring back the target at 50 yards. But we'll give it a try. But I'll try to hit the target. I mean, like, at least I just wanted to try if I could hit it at 50 in this windy conditions. Let's give it a try. And one more thing is, like, I couldn't mount the scope cam onto this rifle because, like, today while bringing up the scope cam, I forgot the mobile clamp. My bad, like, I forgot the mobile clamp of my scope cam. So I bought it to show you guys some scope cam footages, but I forgot the scope cam adapter, the mobile adapter. So sorry that I couldn't do any scope cam footages today. So here we are. Like, I set up the targets exactly at 50. It's a resettable target, and I don't know what is going to be the holdover at 50 yards. So the first shot is going to be a complete guess. Like, I'm going to guess the pellet is going to drop somewhere at between 1 mil dot. I hope so. Like, I'm going to give it a try for about 1 mil dot, and I'm going to take the shot to see where my holdover is. Alright, the shot was just above. I think I found my holdover right, if I'm not mistaken at least. So let's try to take some shots at reasonable targets. Right on the bullseye. Now I'm gonna see, like, whether this will knock the reset up. Okay, it's a good hit, but I couldn't knock it off. All the shots you see over there were my PCPs, and they were able to knock it off back to back. But I think 15 but I think NX200, I'm not sure, like. Alright, just resetted the target now. Let's take a shot on the center just to knock it back. Clean. I think I have found my holder right. See this time. Okay, I did hit the reset really well. Almost resetted it, but slight bit of miss. And again, I was able to hit it consistently, but the thing is like it wouldn't reset back. I mean, like, it's a heavier one, rated for 0.22 rim fires. Like this is a very light pellet. Right. Okay. Okay, we were able to hit it consistently at 50 yards. Should be about a size of 30 to 35 mm, I hope. I'm happy with the 50-yard group in this kind of a windy conditions. So let's wrap it up. So we are done with the review of this NX200 Air rifle, the accuracy testing and the review part. It was a small review since there is lot many reviews on the YouTube. Like I was not interested in doing a complete detailed review of this rifle, but still I managed to do a review of this rifle and accuracy testing. I tried, I thought of doing the accuracy testing at 50 yards, but since it was windy, I couldn't do it at 50. Sorry for that. Like, we'll do it on another day. And considering this rifle, the two things I love about this rifle is the slim profile of this rifle, the small pistol grip, easy to hold and very easy to handle this rifle. And the second thing is like the shooting cycle, doesn't have a recoil, doesn't have a lot of noise like Springer rattles, and like very solid, no rattling sound. So it's really well built. I love this rifle a lot. And other thing is like the accuracy part. Today is windy, which could push that 8.4 grain, the lightweight 8.4 grain pellet to like almost an inch, more than an inch even at some cases. But still, even in that windy conditions, the shots were consistently less than an inch, maybe about half inch for sure. So I'm really happy with that thing. You know, like there is consistency in accuracy, which could be a reliable thing. We can rely on that accuracy. And at 50 yards also, I was able to hit the targets back to back again and again without a lot of misses. I did miss a couple of times because I don't know the holdover and the wind was pushing it here and there. But still, I was happy with the results. But the target which was given for testing was a 0.22 LR target, like which needs a lot of knockdown power. The 8.4 grain pellets couldn't deliver that much of power to knock it down. But still, like I was pretty happy with the performance of this rifle. And I have a few more upcoming videos, which is like I have bought a new Springer rifle. Like I'll expose it in the next video. Like I am starting the filming of it right now, so maybe in the next week or in the week behind that I'll post that video review. And I have some new stuff like camera mounts, targets, which are under testing. So stay tuned for the next video. Consider subscribing if you like my content. Like, see you in the next one. Bye bye.